You're listening to Do This First, a daily personal development podcast that focuses on science-backed, actionable steps towards your best year ever. I'm Santa, your host. Yesterday, we talked about talking it out, which can lead to breakthroughs in communication and innovation when done correctly. Today, we're talking about the art of compromise. The art of compromise is a strategic skill that requires adept negotiation and the ability to find common ground in conflicting viewpoints. So not easy. In a professional context, compromise refers to reaching mutually satisfactory agreements in order to drive collaboration, resolve conflicts, and achieve organizational goals. It involves active listening, empathizing with others' perspectives, and engaging in constructive dialogue. One must be open-minded and willing to explore alternative solutions that satisfy both parties involved. Understanding the importance of compromise allows professionals to foster positive relationships, promote teamwork, and maintain harmony within the workplace. However, it is crucial to strike a balance between accommodating others' needs while also ensuring one's own interests are adequately addressed. Mastering the art of compromise signals strong leadership skills by demonstrating adaptability, negotiation, prowess, and the ability to navigate through complex situations effectively. Compromise is often referred to as an art by professionals due to its complex and delicate nature. In professional settings, individuals are frequently faced with diverse perspectives, conflicting interests, and competing priorities. Consequently, the ability to find a middle ground that satisfies all parties involved requires skillful navigation and tactful communication. Just like artists blend colors on a canvas to create harmony, professionals must blend divergent ideas and collaborate effectively for successful outcomes. A solid compromise demonstrates not only a deep understanding of the issue at hand, but also strong problem-solving abilities. It demands empathy, active listening, and a genuine willingness to consider alternative viewpoints or solutions. Moreover, compromised decisions can cultivate creativity by leveraging the strengths of multiple stakeholders. As professionals strive for excellence in their fields, mastering this art allows them to navigate complex relationships successfully while fostering cooperation and achieving mutually beneficial goals. It is a process, and depending on the complexity of the situation, it can involve third-party mediators and a substantial investment in time. Let's look at the 5 stages of a compromise. The first stage is recognizing the need for compromise, where parties involved acknowledge that their respective positions cannot be fully adhered to without some sort of agreement. The recognition is followed by the second stage, which involves defining clear objectives and outlining what each person hopes to gain from the compromise. During the third stage, negotiation takes place, with open communication and active listening playing crucial roles in finding common ground. Once an agreement is reached, it moves into the fourth stage, which is implementation. In this phase, all parties are responsible for taking action and fulfilling their commitment stated in the compromise. Finally, evaluation becomes essential in the fifth stage to assess whether or not the compromise has been effective in addressing everyone's concerns and maintaining a fair resolution. By following these stages diligently, compromises can serve as a productive tool in problem-solving situations within a professional setting. In order to successfully broker a compromise, there are 6 critical skills that are necessary. First and foremost, strong communication skills are definitely essential. You must be able to clearly articulate your client's needs, your interests, while also actively listening to the other party's concerns. Additionally, effective negotiations must have exceptional problem-solving abilities. And we're looking at this from a professional context, like if you're helping broker a compromise, or if you're in the throes of a negotiation with other parties. You also need to analyze complex situations, identify common ground, and propose creative solutions that satisfy all parties involved. Furthermore, emotional intelligence is crucial for managing potentially tense or high-stakes discussions. When brokering a compromise, you should always be adept at understanding and empathizing with others' emotions, as this skill really facilitates trust building and collaboration. These are all strategies that you can apply when you're trying to reach a compromise, even on a one-to-one level in your private lives as well. Flexibility is also key in adapting strategies on the fly while maintaining a firm stance on the underlying goals of the negotiation. So there are some things that, are non-negotiable, and then all other things can be discussed and evaluated. Finally, successful brokers exhibit patience and persistence throughout the process, recognizing that finding common ground often requires time and ongoing effort. By utilizing these skills effectively, as a mediator, you can master the art of negotiation and achieve favorable outcomes for all parties involved in a compromise situation. Sometimes you might be called on to be the person who mediates, to be the person who is able to broker or forge a compromise between parties, business entities, or even in your own life. There are several situations, though, that you should never compromise on. Here are 4. Firstly, ethics. Ethics and moral values should never be compromised. Engaging in unethical practices or compromising one's integrity can have severe consequences for individuals and organizations alike. Secondly, personal safety and well-being should never be jeopardized under any circumstances. It's crucial to prioritize physical and emotional health over any professional demands or pressures. Thirdly, when it comes to legal compliance, there can be no room for compromise. Adhering to laws and regulations ensures the maintenance of a reputable image and mitigates potential legal repercussions. Finally, compromising on quality standards must always be avoided, as it can degrade customer experiences and tarnish the brand reputation over time. And you should look at yourself as a brand as well, because you are. So the message you're putting out there, the product you're putting out there, the services you're providing, and even your interactions with others all speak to your brand and what you're communicating to the rest of the world. So keep that in mind when it comes to compromise as well. You should never compromise on your own quality standards of your brand. Delivering products or services that are below par undermine trust and credibility in the long run, something that you have to strive to uphold at all times. Compromising is an essential skill in both personal and professional settings, allowing us to navigate conflicts and reach mutually beneficial solutions. To become better at compromising, it is crucial to develop key attributes such as active listening, flexibility, and open-mindedness. Firstly, active listening entails fully engaging with the other party by paying attention to their concerns and perspectives. This allows for a better understanding of their needs and paves the way for a more constructive compromise. Secondly, fostering flexibility necessitates a willingness to adapt one's position or opinions when necessary. Being receptive to alternative ideas encourages creative problem solving and increases the likelihood of finding common ground. Lastly, cultivating an open mind promotes empathy and respect towards differing viewpoints. By embracing diverse perspectives without judgment, we create an environment conducive to compromise based on mutual respect. Enhancing our compromising abilities involve actively listening, fostering flexibility, and maintaining an open mind. These traits enable effective communication and collaboration, leading to successful compromises in professional scenarios and in your personal life. In your everyday life, you can apply the art of compromise by looking for win-win situations rather than focusing solely on personal gain. Striving for collaboration rather than confrontation allows us to foster an environment where everyone feels comfortable, where there's trust, where there's respect, where ideas can be openly discussed for the betterment of all parties. As learned yesterday, there are times when confrontation is necessary. Ultimately, honing the skill of compromise not only leads to more successful negotiations, but also nurtures a harmonious environment at work and at home. When we compromise, we often feel like we've shortchanged ourselves, but in actuality and in certain situations, compromise can be a powerful tool for personal growth and building stronger relationships. While it may seem like we're giving up something valuable, compromising allows us to find common ground and create win-win situations. In certain situations, compromising enables us to foster understanding and empathy. It encourages us to step outside of our own perspectives and consider the needs and desires of others. By doing so, we open ourselves up to new possibilities and expand our horizons. Compromise can also lead to better outcomes than if we were to stubbornly hold on to our own positions. It allows us to find creative solutions that address the concerns of all parties involved. Through compromise, we can achieve a balance that satisfies everyone's interests, leading to more harmonious relationships and effective problem solving. Additionally, compromising teaches us valuable life skills such as flexibility, adaptability, and negotiation. These skills are essential in navigating various aspects of life, whether it's in personal relationships, professional settings, or even just within ourselves. Two great books on the art of compromise are Getting to Yes, Negotiating Agreements Without Giving In by Roger Fisher, William Ury, and Bruce Patton, and Crucial Conversations, Tools for Talking When Stakes Are High by Carrie Patterson, Joseph Greene, Ron McMillan, and Al Switzler. Getting to Yes is a seminal book that introduces the concept of principled negotiation and provides a step-by-step framework for reaching mutually beneficial agreements. It explores the significance of separating people from the problem, focusing on interests rather than position, generating options before settling on a solution, and insisting on objective criteria. On the other hand, Crucial Conversations presents valuable principles for effectively holding difficult conversations during moments of high stakes or emotional intensity. The authors emphasize the importance of creating a safe environment that encourages open dialogue while also providing strategies for handling strong emotions. Both of these books are indispensable tools for professionals seeking to hone their skills in navigating complex negotiations and fostering collaborative problem solving. If you like what you're hearing, don't forget to leave a review, follow, and subscribe. We can also connect on Twitter. My username is until_Santa. You can also get a transcript of the podcast on my blog at dothisfirst.life. Till tomorrow. You're moving past the rain, moving past the pain, or past the color blue. I see power in you. Past what held you down. Look around, they can't be found. I see a champion in you. I see a champion in you.